got to talk about.
Hey, what's going on out there? Welcome everybody to the 95 North Sports Machine. I am your host, Berto. Joined by Antoine Smitty Smith for the Smitty Sports Machine and Chris Titmore, A1 Forever Sports. We are the 95 North Sports Machine. Ladies and gentlemen, man, we have a Paul Bearer here joining us today. He's going to go ahead and say some kind words in this very somber Sunday afternoon. But all gloves come off, man. Arthur Smith, you are fired, my friend. And not fired because I'm saying, and fired because anybody else is saying. It's fired because you fucking suck, my guy. That was a piss poor performance that you put on today. You go to New Orleans and you allow them to stomp you the way that you did to a tune of 48-17. Kind of shows that this team probably gave up on you after the half, man. But I'll let you guys go ahead and take it forward from here, man. I just had to say that right quick. But Smitty, what's going on, man? How you feeling?
Hey man, what's the deal, man? I see y'all in here 125 strong already, but
Love it.
hey, y'all know me, man. I was highly disappointed. To be honest, everything happens for a reason because if you look at the first half with the Falcons, it looked like a totally different game in the second half. But I just want to welcome y'all in, man, before I get started because I need a fifth of gin right about now. But let's be real, man. Like Alberto said, Arthur Smith is gone. And if he's the coach next year, prepare for the dome to be butt booty empty. They might as well play games in Phillips Arena. Because it's ugly, man. It's ugly. But we like to welcome y'all to the show, man. We ain't gonna hold y'all because y'all already know what it is. But we're gonna give y'all our thoughts. And I'm gonna let Chris talk right quick. We're gonna give y'all our thoughts, and then we're gonna let the chat take it over. Go ahead, Chris.
Oh, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing, man? Chris Tipmore, A1 Forever Sports. But today I will be called Paul Bearer Tip. Why? Because tomorrow should be a joyous and occasion. We should be getting ready for Black Monday, and I wanted to make sure I looked at least decent for the part, and want to pay my respects. And shout out to the Atlanta Falcon fans, man, the Atlanta Falcon faithful, and just everything that we've had to endure during this three-peat. We got the three-peat of the 7-10. Three-peat. One thing about it, y'all, it's three things that are guaranteed in life: death, taxes, a 7-10 season from Arthur Smith having you picking in the top 10.
And some bullshit. To just end it all, it was just bullshit. And that's what it is. Three straight seasons, man, of the same shit. Boy. Come on, man. Come on. 3 years of 7-10.
My goodness.
Bro, it hasn't been the same since what, 2018? 7-9, 4-12, and from 2021 till right now, 7-10, man.
7-10.
So and this I hate this for this franchise, man, because we find ourselves on the verge of hiring the 18th and 19th head coach since this.
Somebody better play that number, man. 7-1-0.
Since this existence of this franchise, but this is a process that cannot be rushed. You literally have to bat 1,000 with every fucking hire you have going forward. And I'm talking from head coach to offensive coordinator to pass game coordinator to run game coordinator, all on the offensive side. Because right now, the one thing that remains constant and I believe safe is everybody on that defensive side. Yeah, we got trounced today. I get it. 48 points, the most that we let up all season. But we're not going to let one or two games of bad film dictate, that side of the coaching staff. Shout out Frank Bush. He's done a masterful job with these linebackers. I would have loved to see what Troy Anderson would have rounded out as a player had he stayed healthy under the guidance and tutelage of Frank Bush. But we got Nate Landman to show for which is another fool's goal right there, or just a goal in itself, because we would have never known, his capabilities or abilities within this Falcons defense. We're proving, we're being shown what Clark Phillips is, right? Probably future cornerback number 2. No more of Jeff Okuda. So
Yeah,
guys
Jeff
like
fell
Ryan
completely
Nielsen,
off the map.
yeah, guys like Ryan Nielsen, guys like Steven Alexander, guys like Jerry Gray. Let me see who else. Dave Huxtable, who works with Ryan Nielsen. Yeah, those guys should be safe, man. We're talking all offensive right now, man. That's the notion that needs to be fixed on neck for this coming off season.
But
Yeah, man.
but the only thing that I hate about that, and you absolutely
Yep.
100% correct. If we go out and get a new coach, and like you said, it's got to be, you got to be patient with it.
Yeah.
But if we go out and found a certain coach that has a certain type of philosophy, what if our defensive guys don't fit that philosophy? Because the guys that Arthur Blank hired to back up Arthur Smith, they fit his type of mentality. No nonsense, tough. And that, to be honest, today they just fell apart because they've been disciplined the whole season. But
That's
if
what I
you
was
go out and
texting
get a
y'all.
guy,
Yeah.
if you go out and get a guy who's a little bit more loose in the mind, a little bit more free flowing, does that fit what Jerry Gray and Ryan Nielsen like to do?
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I said hiring one of those guys make more sense than going out and getting somebody. Because you have somebody that's already in your locker room, know how the locker room flows, gets along with the players, and have built relationship with players. And they played their ass off this year for those defensive coaches. So I think the players would be more comfortable with one of those guys rather than going out just getting somebody. And that's why I said before a month ago, go out and get a guy that can call plays on offense. And if you find a head coach, it necessarily doesn't have to be a offensive guy. It can be a defensive guy. Because Slovic's name is out there. You see what he did in Tennessee yesterday. And one of our good Falconettes, she made a great point that a rookie head coach and a rookie quarterback made it to the playoff in their first year, and Arthur Smith can't even get this team off the ground, really. So I mean,
remember Mike Smith, Matt Ryan did that too.
Yeah. Hey, but shout out Bobby Slowick, man, because Bobby Slowick is not just any first year play caller, even though he comes from that Shanahan tree. As you guys saw that tree that was in Washington, and every one of those guys are head coaches. So Bobby Slowick, give him another year or two of maturation with, as a play caller. He's probably going to be the next, Sean McVay style, coach in the coming years. Just gotta give him time to mature a little bit on. But this team, definitely what it needs is a seasoned vet coach, a guy that's been around the way, that knows a thing or two, that can really turn this team around from day one. And like you guys mentioned, rookie quarterback, rookie head coach. That's probably the route that Atlanta may take. I mean, there's a name out there by the name of Justin Fields that the Falcons could acquire. But if we don't go the Justin Fields route, there is veterans that are going to be out there available. A very unpopular name, Russell Wilson. I get it. You know what I mean? There's a lot of baggage that possibly could come with that. But it would make sense to have him here and definitely go the Jaden Daniels, the Michael Penix route at 8 or wherever we land in the draft to kind of be the bridge to to that individual. Because one thing we can't do is allow any one of those guys to be our first year, QB, because it doesn't always work out that way. It doesn't always work out. Bobby Slowick and what D'Amico Ryans have going on over there is just doggone magic is what it is, man. And Bobby Slowick is no slouch as a play caller, and he's proven that to be this year. So, yeah, it's a disheartening time to be a Falcons fan, but it's also an exciting time to be one as well, as there's going to be a lot of the revolving of the doors, players in and out, coaches. And this, that, and the third. But I'm gonna throw a name out there for you guys, and you guys let me know what you think. And I think our brother here, is this Mike?
Yeah, my brother Mike Patton.
Yes, sir. Eric Bieniemy comes to mind, man. Eric Bieniemy is a coach that's been around in the league. All his success has come under the Andy Reid guidance. Right now he's in Washington, as we all know. And prematurely speaking, who knows? He might be named the head coach tomorrow for all we know, because we all know Ron Rivera is probably going to get fired in Washington. Yeah. Eric Bieniemy could probably go ahead and be elevated in that aspect. But if he isn't, Eric Bieniemy is a name. Eric Bieniemy is a name that's been running through the Atlanta circuit for quite some time. And what do you guys think, man? Is that a name that the Falcons should look at to bring in? I mean, this is a guy that doesn't have coaching experience, but his offense speaks for itself.
Well, again, like I had said earlier in the video that I dropped, we could have had him back in 2021, possibly if you had just been patient. But we're here, some fast forward. And honestly, that's a nice looking cup you got there, Berto.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah. I didn't win.
Yeah, man. But by the way, yeah, man, it's just you could have had him in 2021, but honestly, we're possibly maybe in a tug of war for him, for his services. He's already assistant head coach in Washington, and like you just said, it's a possibility he could be head coach tomorrow, as Ron Rivera is expected to be let go. So he's not just a lock for Atlanta. I wouldn't mind having him down here at all. I know, right? And that's another thing too. But they're in similar spaces, though. Both teams don't have a quarterback. Both teams are in the top 20s, or should I say bottom 20s, in offenses. So it's something to think about. But at the same time, it's not a lock for the Atlanta Falcons. He's already assistant head coach. They can just elevate him, possibly give him some more money. It's not a lock. It's just not a lot. We could be in a tug of war. We could definitely be in a tug of war battle.
Hey, but before we go on, man, y'all please go to one of y'all social media. Anybody in the chat, if y'all on Facebook, y'all on Twitter, y'all, no matter where y'all at, please share this video so we can get more fans in here so they can talk junk too. Because I know they pissed just like we are. So
facts.
Let's
streaming on all 3 channels. Yes, sir.
The fan base, man. Yeah, so very, very interesting times here in Atlanta, man. Well, not here in Atlanta. I don't live in Atlanta, but Atlanta Falcons overall. What direction do we go in this offseason? And I'll allude to what I said in the beginning of the show. We need to get this right. There's no more room for error, man. We're already 6-7 years in the dark. Finishing with a below 500 record, man. We can't go 7, 8, 9 years in this, man, and expect this fan base to stick around much longer. Arthur Smith next year, if he is by some stroke of imagination kept as the head coach, wow, it's gonna be there's probably gonna be riots in downtown Atlanta, man.
It's not gonna be a riot, bro. It's not gonna be a riot. I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen. It's gonna be bone dry, deserted. It's gonna look like it's gonna be deserted.
And Arthur Blank, he already laid out the blueprint for what it takes for him to get fired. We lost 4 of the last 5, including the last 2 by blowouts. Right. So that tell you the team has quit, which he said. If the team tuned him out, they tuned him out. If they collapse late season, that's your collapse. So that equals getting fired. So
teams just running the ball all over, especially the last 2 weeks.
Yep. There's other interesting name too, and it's kind of a dark horse, but Bill Callahan, I believe is his name, from the Cincinnati Bengals, offensive coordinator. You gotta love what he has done with that ball club. He's taken Browning and made him look very competent, and obviously that's exactly what we need here in Atlanta right now, is some competent head coaching, man. He's another young man that's running the circus. So that's another name. There's so many names that are being thrown out there, man. It's hard to actually put your finger on and say, oh, it's this guy. Oh, it's this guy. It's this guy. A lot of people say it's Ben Johnson. It's
Todd. I say Todd Monken if you're gonna throw.
Yeah, Todd Monken's another name. You look what he's doing with Lamar Jackson, who is, by the way, the clear-cut MVP of the bar none. Yeah, you gotta love what he's doing, man. Here's another interesting one right here. Just promote Ryan Nielsen.
Yeah, I wouldn't be mad at that either.
Like I said, they've been carrying the team anyway, so why not?
Right.
Let's keep it real. They've been carrying the team.
If Ryan feels like he's ready, you should promote him.
Yeah. That's one thing's for sure, and 2 things for certain, man. Arthur Blank should not stay here in Atlanta. I think he's overworked in his stay.
And Arthur Smith need to go, bro.
Oh shit!
Hey, it's some people out there that feel that way though. There's some
You
people out there.
about to open up a whole nother can.
Boy, what?
Shit. Jerry Gray's another team. I mean, there is some pieces here in Atlanta. As far as the coaching aspect is concerned, Nielsen, Gray, to name a few. So I don't know. Isaiah says it right here. Oh, excuse me. He says, "Why not Jerry Gray? Why not Jerry Gray?"
Either or. Like I said, it's either or. I mean, regardless, technically first time head coaches, but I mean Jerry Gray, has a lot of experience in this league, years in this league. I'm talking about. So, hey, thank you for the super chat as well.
Appreciate that, man.
Jay Black one.
Yeah, I agree, man. Like I said, man, it just makes sense to how you wanted the assistant coaches, one of the defensive players. Defensive coaches, because they've been carrying the team, and I think the players will have confidence in them. But we'll see, man. See how it plays out. You're right. If you be patient with this head coach, you might just make the best call available. I seen one guy say, look at Browning from Cincinnati at quarterback. He gonna probably be a backup up there after this year. The way he's played this year, he's earned a new contract, and he's going to be a backup somewhere. So I don't think he makes it out of Cincinnati.
Right. I agree.
Smitty, we got a question for you right here. Smitty says, Smitty, what's your IG and Twitter for promotion? It's hard to find you on social media.
It's right here on the screen, my brother. Fatboy Slim _21 is my Twitter. And my Facebook, my IG is Antoine, AN and number 2, WON. So,
Look at DA. Look at DA. Look at DA. DA is choosing violence. Look, he said, bring Rex Ryan.
Oh, yeah, you choosing violence. Yeah, you choosing violence.
Love you, DA.
You choosing violence, DA.
It was some good violence.
Thank you for being such
how you doing?
Supporter, man. Thank you so much. You've been a rock in this podcast this year. Man, you don't understand how much we appreciate your support.
No doubt, one of our biggest supporters, man. She's always on time.
All right, let's address this name right here.
Bill
Belichick.
Hold on.
Go ahead.
I resent that. I don't hide from nobody. Proceed with the Belichick.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Yeah. What do you guys make of this, man? Bill Belichick. I don't want him. What is 71? What is
if y'all want my answer? If y'all want my answer, just go to one of my videos up under this one. It's there.
There's a lot of
still not
already saying no to Bill, but there's some.
It's not a long-term thing, It's
exactly
not a long-term thing. I don't see Bill coaching for another 10 years or so, 7 to 10 years. I don't see.
I will say this.
Solution.
I will say this. How it would make sense. We have a win now team.
Yes.
They won't have to do much. Just bring in a quarterback, run this offense, and bring in an offensive guy. He's probably going to bring in Josh McDaniels.
You know that.
Bring in if he is the only thing that I hate about it, and I would not do, is the window is short.
Yeah,
you probably only have a 2 to 3 year window at best. At 71, almost 72 years old. So the window will be short.
I would love Mike Tomlin,
but the championship window would be open just as long with Belichick.
Yeah, man. The Mike Tomlin thing, that would be awesome. That would be a dream. I just don't know if it's going to try to let him go, though.
After yesterday, he's not going back,
bro. And then on top of that, I believe they still can make the playoffs. I believe that they are still.
Yeah. If who is supposed to? If the Bills lose,
I thought they needed either Jacksonville to lose.
Jacksonville lost. I think
that's what I'm saying. So it's a possibility they may be in.
Yeah, I mean, ending of the year. Yeah, and ending of the year also brings ending to some of the services that were had for the Falcons this year. 2 names that come in particular on the defensive side, man. And I want you to go ahead and chime in on this one, man. So would you guys oppose to in the chat, man, of bringing back Calais Campbell and Bud Dupree, 2 guys that really brought it this year, man, for what a lot of teams really felt like they were washed up or they couldn't be serviceable anymore. They come to Atlanta, play under Ryan Nielsen's scheme, and still perform and at a high level. But Dupree, I think only needed like 2 sacks for 8.5 or something like that. He has some incentives in his contract, but that's not the case. Calais Campbell, another guy, 6.5 sacks this year. two guys that are on 1 year deals. Would you guys love to bring those guys back? I, for one, I would love to bring those guys back in a backup role. I think it'd be best for the depth in that aspect, bringing guys ahead of those guys and just rotating these guys, because these guys play phenomenal for us this year, man.
I absolutely. I would definitely bring them back, and especially if you're going to keep Ryan Nielsen and Jerry Gray. They fit exactly what they like to do. So I would say yes, but this from my boy Isaiah, you went right to where I was going. My boy Isaiah,
bro.
I'm telling y'all, and I'm just saying this right now. I don't care who like it.
Brian Burns.
I don't care who like it. If I'm the Falcons with that number 8 pick, if I don't go get an offensive line to block the quarterback's blind side, or if I don't use that number 8 pick to move up in the draft, I'm trading that number 8 pick for Brian Burns. I just give it to him. You know why? He's already seasoned in the league. He's one of the premier pass rushers. Probably he's going to be better than any edge coming out of this draft, to be honest. And what you losing?
Polished.
What you losing? The only thing you got to do is worry about signing him to a long-term deal, which I think makes a lot of sense.
And he's worth the money. That's the thing, too.
Right?
No, he's worth the money. I know Danielle Hunter is out there, too, but Brian Burns is younger.
I'm going to go a different route with this, and you guys can agree to disagree. Chat, welcome in as well. I'm going to disagree with bringing in Brian Burns. I'll give you a sack total number right now, 39, right? We have 39 sacks this year, finishing with 18 more than what we did last year. So obviously this scheme works with no bona fide pass rusher. But what would this defense look like if you brought in a piece or two that can add to the sack total? We just saw what the Indianapolis Colts. Hold on 1 second, please. We saw what the Indianapolis Colts did last night. They had, I think 3 players with 7+ sacks, or 4 plays with 7+ sacks, and had 49 sacks. 49 sacks to finish the year. That's an unbelievable achievement to have. Why can't the Falcons replicate that and go? You don't want to call it bargain shopping or nothing like that, because I think we're past those days. But if we look at guys that are potentially coming up, Zadarius Smith comes to mind from Cleveland. I don't think that he signed a long-term deal over there, or he hasn't signed one. AJ Epinesa from the Buffalo Bills. This guy, since he's been in the league, has finished with 7+ more sacks in each of the last 3 or 4 years. So you bring in
and he's a great run stopper, so he fits the defense.
And he's a great run stopper, great point, Smitty. So you bring in guys like that you can add to the scheme, along with the players that we're gonna bring in. I think it's better than just backing up the Brinks truck and say, hey, here, Danielle, here's this. Here's this Chase Young, or here's this to whatever other one that's going to be available out there. I'd rather just have a collection of guys to get it done and follow the model that the Colts have done this year. But Smitty, I know you was going to say something.
And that's understandable, man. And you got to think too. We didn't have Grady Jarrett for really none of the season. That really hurt us. So this could be, I think a better defense with Grady, and we don't know what's going to happen with Grady. So whatever you do with that number 8 pick, just make it count.
Yeah,
just make it count.
Gotcha. As far as like me, man, I'm still for bringing in a pass rusher, man. We just haven't had it. Okay, we just haven't had it. And that, that's not the only reason. I just believe that even with this collective group that we've had and to get 39 sacks, I believe you get a bona fide pass rusher who we know for a fact you have to scheme for. I believe your sacks go up. I believe your quarterback hits go up. I believe your tackles for loss go up. And I believe that your defense just completely gets better. So it's not, I don't want to say that we have to just throw a bunch of money at one player, because you still can go get other players as well with the salary cap going up and everything. But hey, man, having a bona fide guy that like for the Steelers, for example, they have a bona fide. The 49ers have a few bona fides. The Eagles, they have a few bona fides. So it's just like, regardless, like, continue to make your team better. Continue to give guys a reason, like, hey, man, we got a scheme for this guy, and we still have to worry about these guys over here. Make this defense more scary.
And I'm going to tell you, Alberto talked about this at the beginning of the season.
We're having a lot of covered sacks.
Now more than ever is where right now, going into the offseason, no matter who's the defensive coordinator, no matter who's running the defense, Troy Anderson has to be an edge rusher next year. You cannot mess up the chemistry with Caden Ellis and Nate Lamont and what they've done this year.
Mm-hmm.
So
Right.
since you might have him as an extra edge rusher, you probably can wait till the second or third round and get an edge rusher.
Yeah.
And, worry about more key position like left tackle, wide receiver. Well, you can say safety too, because I don't think Richie Grant comes back. Because
Yeah,
Richie Grant has been,
man.
And it's definitely time to do something with Jake. Like, whatever.
That's why I said offensive line. Yeah, I can see that at number 8.
I can see that. I can see that. There's some dancing bears, as we call them, Smitty. And the draft, as far as linemen, man, Joe Alt and the kid from Penn State come to mind immediately, man. Yeah, Joe Alt. Wow,
that dude is a monster.
Listen, ladies and gentlemen, man, we just eclipsed a first time on this platform. We have over 4
shout out, man,
right now.
Shout out,
every single one of you guys for tuning in and believing in us to give you guys the best takes that are out there, man. Appreciate it. Much respect to everybody doing it. But right now, man, we're at 407. We hold you near and dear to our heart. Thank you so very much, man.
Thank you.
But yes,
we
man,
got the best followers out there, man. I keep telling you
in the world.
Look at this right here. Don't invite Richie back.
Not at all.
Damn,
he can stay in New Orleans. He can stay in New Orleans, okay? I had a buddy text me. He was like, man, Richie Grant. I said, well, Richie been doing that all year, so there is that. So I'm just like there's no point of even getting upset at certain
things. Hank Deezy, go over to 95 North Falcons Talk Show, and you can donate in his chat.
Right.
My chat will be back in about 2 weeks. So go over to 95 North or 95 North Falcons Talk Show, and y'all can donate that way.
And I've still got some growing to do to get my get me
you'll
to.
You'll get there.
Oh, I ain't worried about it, man.
Oh yeah,
absolutely worried about it. I'm enjoying the journey and the ride.
Here's a situation that
I want to give a shout out.
on.
Hold on, Burger. I want to give a shout out right quick. My boy Cruntlet Fresh, man. Y'all please go check him out. He hit 100 subscribers this week, man. So we're gonna keep helping them hit that goal, man. And when he get to 1,000, man, we're gonna have a big shindig. And trust me, we're gonna find a way, and I'm gonna find a way to get on his show sooner or later. Because I love what he's doing, man. He brings the positive energy. And y'all just go check him out and support him, man. Thank y'all if y'all would do that.
Yes, absolutely. Fresh. Yes,
heck yeah, man. Absolutely. But back to that question, man. Wide receiver number 2, man. We brought in Mac Hollins in the offseason. We thought he could replicate the success that he had with the Raiders last year, over 500 yards receiving, 7 touchdowns or something like that. Could have the numbers messed up. But needless to say, it's a position that's going to need some answerings to this offseason. We've had Scotty Miller, which was, nothing. We saw him today and we saw him week 7. That's about really all you can say. We traded for Van Jefferson, man, and that proved to be one of the worst trades in history. And he was targeted a couple of times today. This team, as explosive as it was today, with the Scotty Miller throw, with the Bijan Robinson throw, it can't stand to have a better pass catcher at that number 2 spot. So absolutely, you see, it's as unpopular as it may be. But do you see a free agent out there? Do you see a draft pick possibly coming in here and helping out at that wide receiver number 2? Because Drake London can't do it all. And as we've seen, Kyle Pitts, Jonnu Smith, a real tough, it's tough to get them going. But who knows? Maybe the new coaching staff might be able to. But as currently speaking, wide receiver number 2.
Yeah, you definitely need to go get another wide receiver number 2. I'm not sure about I like T. Higgins or Tyler Boyd, something like that, somewhere in that area, because I look at the quarterback and I look at the offense where they're coming from, but I also look at them as pass catchers, and I believe that they can be great number 2s, especially for Atlanta, having a good offense and a good quarterback. I believe it can work. As far as free agents go, bringing in a couple of guys like that. Or possibly get somebody late in the draft, man. You can also go the draft route. I don't think you should be trying to get a first rounder or a second rounder, but later rounds, Falcons been doing pretty good in later rounds in recent drafts. And I believe you can find a guy out there, but we definitely need someone who can lock in that number 2 and possibly even push Drake for that number 1 position as well. Because competition is everything.
Yeah, and I'm gonna be honest. I would love to go back to Calvin Ridley because of his route running. That's what made him first round pick. He would be one guy I would look at, but I
I
think a
don't
guy
think
like
he's gonna be available.
I think a guy like DJ Chark, who's in Detroit, if they don't resign him,
Okay.
I think he could possibly be a number two. A guy that can stretch the field. He has deep ball, but like I said, all depends on the quarterback. Because,
Right.
like I tell y'all all the time, wide receiver is one of the most replenishable positions in football. You don't have to have a guy that's a superstar level to get 1,000 yards. We've seen it from Harry Douglas back in the day. So
Yes,
I think they just need to get a guy that's
Ooh.
consistent. But
I like this name right here, Michael Pittman. Shout out to
I
you.
like that too.
I like Michael
that
Pittman too.
I like Michael
But
Pittman.
you got to think about the injury history with Michael Pittman.
Yeah.
The last 2 years, man, he's been up and down on the injury list. So
That's true.
it
That's
was oh, I'm sorry, Chark
But at
played in
least
Carolina.
but
my
he's
bad.
the number
But-
one over there, though.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's to think about that too. He's the number one over there. So if you bring him and match him up with Drake London, that could, you know what I'm saying, maybe preserve him a little bit as well. And also open up more wide open opportunities, more not, you know what I'm saying, stuff that we seen with that that vicious hit that he was seeing him take a couple weeks back.
Yeah.
But maybe something to keep him wide open. I would love Ridley back, but I know he did eclipse 1,000 yards for the Jacksonville Jaguars this season. I'm really hoping that we get that second round pick. Is really what I'm hoping for. But,
I give y'all another name that's out there that I thought about a couple of years ago. I think he's LaVisca Chenault. I think he's in Carolina as well. But he's another guy that you can use like a Debo Samuel. So you just need a guy that can just get it. I think Brandon Ayuk could be too expensive. With the year he's had, I think his number is climbing up in charts. I think he's going to be in the $14 to $15 million range next year.
I'll give you a name. I love Marvin Harrison Jr.
Hey, I wouldn't be opposed to that.
That's what you're going for 8th overall. Another
He's not
offensive
gonna be there, man. You gotta go all the way up there to go and get him.
That's what you're moving up for. You're not moving up for a quarterback. You're moving up for a wide receiver, Berto.
But think about the reason why it makes sense if we go out and get a veteran quarterback who can use a receiver like that and have Drake London and Kyle Pitts if he doesn't get traded. I mean, who's going to stop that?
We can't have Justin Herbert.
Yes, you can. Just draft Drake May.
Oh, wait, hold up. Wait a minute. This is really aggressive right here. I like this. Russell Williams says, shout out to you. Thank you for joining the stream. We need major help all over the field. This is embarrassing. Please drop in the comments what positions you're thinking of as far as all over the field. If you can highlight which positions, we would gladly, give our input on that as well. But yeah, man. My buddy Liam, the coolest kid in the South. What's going on, buddy?
Hey,
what's up, Liam?
What's going on with you?
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot, man. There's a lot going on, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't like Caleb. Yeah, a lot of people don't like Caleb Williams. A lot of people don't really appreciate the game of Drake May. But with all due respect, they fit the mold of today's NFL, man. Physical presence at a premium position, who could roll out, have strong arms, and kind of do it all, man. I'm for one. I think, I'm sorry to say, I'd rather Drake May than a Caleb Williams, because I question Caleb Williams' attitude and his want in the game, his maturity. You know what I mean? I kind of correlate that to what we saw with Kyler Murray earlier on before he rounded out and matured out a little bit more. But yeah, there's so many things going out there, man. Yeah, I love Kyle Pitts. He wasn't playing to his potential. Yeah, that's predicated on bad quarterback play and scheming. You know what I mean? Those things go hand in hand, so to say.
Right. Oh, by the way, speaking of Mr. Kyle Pitts, he had 2 catches for 27 yards today. So, unfortunately, my man didn't even eclipse 700 yards this season.
Oh man.
Come on, Drake. But if you want to see rise, let us go and get Harrison. Although I would love him, but
it wouldn't be no right if you had the right quarterback. It wouldn't be a right if you had the right play caller and the right offense in the right scheme. Marvin Harrison will be Megatron 2.0.
Again, we can't get Justin Herbert, and we're not able to get Harrison and May.
Oh man. It's crazy. It would be a move to consider had we had a solid quarterback.
Because I'm just saying, I'm not one of those guys that want a 30-plus-year-old quarterback down here. I just don't want that no more. I don't want to go after that. I understand what certain quarterbacks have done. I'm like, I'm ready to go get somebody that can fit there for the Atlanta Falcons, maybe one of these youngins out of the draft, or so maybe
okay. But like I said, if you what you willing to risk? Are you willing to risk going out to get that veteran, or are you going to risk going up that board to get that rookie?
I'm going
that all depends on the coaching change.
Shout out to Hank Deasy, man. Appreciate the $5 donation, man. He says, I may take y'all off, but I hope we get Russell Wilson. And that's
I'm for it.
Hey,
if we get a veteran coach, I'm for it.
Yeah, you're gonna want it. It'll allow a luxury at number 8 really to take the future, because Russell Wilson will be brought in here, but not to be the future, but to be that ultimate position to take that young draft pick under his wing and really show him the ins and outs of the NFL, whether that be a Penix, whether that be a Daniels, whatever the case may be. So no, you're not. I mean,
building bridges, y'all.
If you take people off, that's on them, but that's your opinion, and that's fine too.
And I'm telling y'all right off the top of my head, if Michael Penix show out tomorrow, he's going to be a top 5 pick in the NFL.
Thank you for saying that. I just wrapped that up on Bleacher Report. I said the same thing. I said if Michael Penix balls tomorrow against Michigan, that man has all but cemented his name in the top 10.
You better believe it.
Dare I even say top 5? Because there's going to be somebody ballsy enough within that top 5 or that top 10 that's going to elevate themselves to a top 5, especially as we get closer to the draft. And you know how the media
combine pro days,
all that. But hey, and I, like I've always said too, man, the media really affects the narrative on how certain things should play out. They have an influence, a heavy influence. For as much of a person that we haven't talked going number 1 overall, they might talk up Marvin Harrison Jr. Like, oh, he has to be. He's the sure flyer. He's a can't miss. He's this, that, and the third. And boom, you hear his name called as the number 1 overall pick.
But
it's like that. It's like that, man.
Here's another name. Thank you,
Neighbors. Neighbors
from LSU.
He just committed going to the draft.
Yeah,
I like the kid out of Washington a little bit more, Romeo.
Oduzzi. Oduzzi. Oh yeah. He fits the mold of Jamar Chase.
You can possibly get Neighbors a little later on.
Maybe.
Ooh, that's a great question. But I think I'm gonna go Washington because I think that offense is unstoppable.
Yeah, I'm riding with Washington.
I'm looking at Penix. I'm looking at Oduzzi. I'm looking at Polk at wide receiver. Man, that Washington and the running back. He only had 49 yards last week, but boy, if he hit the hole, you're not stopping him. So yeah, I'm going Washington, man.
All right, Smitty, I'll ask you on air. Chris, I'll ask you on air. Shall we do it? I think we should. Drop the link in the chat. Let's get the folks a couple minutes to come on in here and speak their truths about this season. But please, the chat to those in the back, please keep it short, man, because it does fill up pretty quick, and we don't want to be rude. We want to give people ample time to go ahead
and also be respect for everybody's opinion. That's how we do it. Even if you don't agree with it, keep it to yourself.
All right, so in here is the stream. Is the chat. There it is.
All right, there's the link.
There's the link, folks.
Y'all ready to come in? Come on in, talk to us right quick, and tell me how pissed off y'all was about this season, because I know I was highly pissed.
Very, man. Very, very, very.
And I got my blood pressure medicine right there. So
coming to the stage, Hank Deasy, everybody. What's going on?
Gentlemen. How y'all doing, man?
Doing all right, man. How are you?
You got it.
Hey, man. Listen, I know a lot of people gonna disagree with me on this one, and I'm cool with it. Because I remember last year I was asking for Trey Lance, and everybody was like, "No, we don't need Trey Lance." I knew he was going to need a quarterback eventually, because I mean I didn't take too much pride in Desmond Ritter. But anyway, listen, we need a defensive tackle, we need a cornerback, we need a strong safety, we need we really need all defensive end, all of that. But I think we could address some of that in the draft. But we really need Russell Wilson here in Atlanta. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna like that, but man, we need a quarterback that got knowledge on how to really put the ball where it needs to be put. We seen like 3 plays today where Drake London was running free, Kyle Pitts was running free, but he throwing it into double coverage. We need a strong quarterback, bro.
Hey, Hank, I've been saying it all season. Can't go through progressions. When he get to that first progression, he gets stuck. And in the NFL, by your second year, you should be well past that. So, there's no growth in that department.
I'm gonna move out the way, man. I appreciate y'all's show, man. Keep it going, brothers.
Appreciate you, Hank, as always, my brother.
Thank you.
Appreciate you. I'm gonna add on to the stage of
that boy DA.
Water.
Oh, Miss Angela.
Hey guys.
How you doing, Miss Angela?
I'm doing well. My only comment is it was so embarrassing today. The first half we did well. Second half we stunk, and it's just embarrassment. That's all I got to say. And Chris, I got you.
Huh? Okay.
I got you, Chris.
Okay.
But
thank you guys for supporting me. I appreciate you so much.
No problem.
Thank you so very much.
Thank you so much, Miss
Appreciate
Angela.
you.
Be safe. Okay, let's see.
I think DA was next.
Yep, DA is in the building.
There you go. What's going on with you, man?
What's happening?
Hey, Bert, I want to say first of all, you was right, man. You said it was going to be over, man. You didn't want to see this team in the playoffs, so thank you, Berto, for cursing last week.
Hey, you got to think about it, man. This team was not playoff ready. So, I mean, it would be an embarrassing thing to see. I mean, if we go into the playoffs and we get stopped like we did today, what the hell is that about? You know what I mean? Yeah. And my whole concern was it takes us out of that top 15, of premium draft choices to be had. Sure, there's a lot of great prospects still to be had in picks 20 and later, but what this team needs is in that top 10, and we can't get that all the way up there. So that's my pivot as to why I didn't want to go to the playoffs.
Yeah. Hey, man, all jokes aside, I 100% agree, man. I'm kind of excited that the season is over. Sad at the same time, as Falcons fans, man, we haven't been in the playoffs in now 8 years. Well, actually, I take that back 7 years now, in terms of the new calendar year change, with the promise we had going into the season. Smitty, Berto, you also Chris, man, y'all been talking about all year, man, was no quarterback competition going into the season, which really hurt us. And also Desmond Ritter had probably one series in preseason. But man, I'm gonna be honest, with this offseason coming up and you looking at the board with free agents in the draft, I'm excited the fact that we don't have a lot of work. We have positions to fill, but in terms of the team as a whole, we only need a few key moves to make this thing reasonable next year. Make us a great team pretty much overnight. Normally we go into a season, we need guys all over the receivers, offensive linemen, defensive linemen. And as far as the defensive backs, I kind of disagree with a statement somebody made. Now, we were 19th against the pass, but I do believe that if we had a solidified edge rusher, our defensive backs would have played a lot better. And it don't matter how great you are. If you don't have a pass rush, your DB is going to give up a lot of passing yards, because they don't have that type of pass rush. But for the most part, man, we can get this quarterback situation situated. And I do agree with bringing Troy Anderson back at the edge rusher. Man, I'm thinking about guys like Josh Allen, Brian Burns, a sleeper named Bryce Huff from the Jets. A guy that had
That's a good one. That's a good
name. Yeah. He pivoted going towards free agency this morning. As a matter of fact, I saw the article. Yeah.
Yeah. And the way I look at it with the money that we do have to go out and get some guys, I think the draft is going to be easier for us this year, because technically with the draft, we're looking for 2 key positions, quarterback and edge rush. But if we can get some of these freaks off the edge in the NFL, man, that's going to make draft night so much easier. Like I said, it's time for Arthur Smith to go, man. The ship done sailed 7-10, 3 years straight. We didn't get better. And with that being said, man, I'm just excited about what's going on. I'm ready for Black Monday, man.
We ready. I'm ready, bro. I'm ready. You gonna help me carry it?
I'm gonna tell you right now. I'm gonna need your help this all season during the draft. So
Okay.
find me on Twitter or Facebook and leave me your info.
Okay, I definitely will, man. I definitely do that. And I'm gonna start that channel up, man. Probably, like I said, in the next coming weeks, man. I want to wait till the season over, man. I learned a lot from you guys and know how to structure it now, man. And I'm looking forward to being on the pregame shows next year and all that, man.
Hey,
No
man,
doubt
we
Be
about
gonna do
bullshitting
it.
and get it done, brother.
Yeah, don't be
Hey,
bullshitting.
No doubt, man.
One
God
last
bless.
thing,
Gonna be some
Berto.
work.
Go ahead, bro. Go.
Hell
Yeah,
yeah,
go.
the season's over. I'm excited, man. Let's go.
Gosh damn it.
Man, a lot of
Appreciate you,
possibilities.
D.A.
A lot of
Appreciate you, man.
possibilities for the Atlanta Falcons. Black Monday.
Yes.
Hopefully it's upon us.
Hey, man, Black Monday got to go right, man. If Black Monday, if
Hopefully it
Arthur
flies
Smith
over
back,
Atlanta.
if Arthur Smith come back, man, we'll be 0-5 next year. Arthur Blank still will be talking about we're going to wait till the end of the season.
Nah, I think he'll get the Dan Quinn treatment then. By then.
Yeah.
100%.
I think he'll get that. Yeah, he go.
Y'all be safe, fellas, man. I'm gonna go back to the chat, man.
All right, man.
All right,
Thank
appreciate you.
Appreciate you, man.
Let's get to it here right quick, man.
Let's
Because
do it, man.
because it's in the chat loading up quick,
It's
man.
a
We
lot
can't
of-
even
there's
click
a lot of
out in
people.
fast enough.
Everybody got D.
C Double, the wrestling god,
Oh,
the Regan is
there
in the
you go.
building, and our brother
There
Retro
goes
G
trouble.
has joined us finally.
Oh,
What's up, Retro? What up, C Double?
Look, I gotta wait my turn, man. I'm sitting at the head of the table getting drunk because some tough guy who works for FedEx tried to man up on a little boy at the end of the game, going, "You ran up the score." Last I checked, this is football. Your butt gotta play 4 quarters.
We
Now,
was
guys-
already blown out.
That's what
No,
I
they play
said.
2.5, bro. They play 2.5.
Hold on, guys. I'm gonna go here. That first half, the Falcons were like, "We're gonna play hard, yeah." And then the guys pulled the players back and said, "All right, guys, we done." And then you saw the end. So look, it is what it is. 3 straight seasons of 7-10. Arthur Smith, you can't stay here, but you've got to go. And so let's talk. Here's the deal. Get the experienced head coach first. Get a guy that has had experience on how to lead a team. That's really what we need first. And, if you want to go get the experienced quarterback, cool. My thing is this. We have to try to find our, generational quarterback. We do. We have to. And my thing is this. That doesn't mean you forsake the experienced quarterback. If you could get a Minshew, if you could get guys that are serviceable, and that's going to bring some value to teaching the guy. You can't expect, Smitty, you were saying all about awarding the position. That's where he went wrong.
Yep.
You gave it to a guy that never proved anything. And, a total collapse. If this isn't a collapse, I don't know what is. I don't know what else you can have. I mean, you lose to the Panthers. Ironically, 9-7. You can't, then you get stomped by the Bucket, or you get stomped by the Saints, and the games that cost you the playoff positioning, guys, is Minnesota, Arizona, and Carolina. Those 3 games, you had chances to win those games.
Throw Washington in there too.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I'm just saying just those 3 games because that could have flipped the record. But yeah, right. Washington, Tennessee. But I'm just saying those 3 games alone. But yeah, you when against the worst teams, you lose. And also, though, here's the deal. The only reason I said no to Bud is this. I like Calais. Calais, you could tell, is that guy that wants to help young guys and everything. The reason I'm not big on Mr. Almost is he's still that almost guy. Get him cheap enough, fine, he can stay. But the thing is this. We need a fire-breathing pass rusher. We need a guy, and I like the Huff idea. Look, I'm all up for any options. Burns, you name it, I'm okay with. Because I just want a guy. Because it's almost like this. I want to look at the Falcons. Don't y'all remember how it was? You had a real guy that commanded double teams, commanded the line to shift, and other guys could get sacks. It's like no one thinks about that. They just think the quarterback position. And it's like, no, you need a strong defense. And I'm going to tell you, I think that one player, if you had a pass rusher, I'm listening to DA, that would help this defense tremendously. Also,
Absolutely.
I think if we could just get, I would like to see Brian Flores here because I want to see him with Troy Anderson as a pass rusher, not as a linebacker, because I think we got the guys that could pull that off. So that's just my thoughts, guys. And I just want to thank y'all because you have made this football season fun to listen to. Any way I could be of service to you guys, please let me know. I'm always around because I really enjoyed listening to you guys.
Thank you, man.
Thank you, C-Dub. We appreciate it.
You.
Yep.
No problem.
As C-Dub exits, I'm gonna also make my exit. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I got a little bit of snow, and I gotta take care of up here in the Northeast. So, but with that, man, I'll be on Smitty real quick, man. I'll be on Bleacher Report tomorrow night at 5:30. Hopefully, with the news that Arthur Blank has been fired or not, we'll see. But we'll dive in and look into.
I'm gonna be on live soon as it happens.
If
it happens tonight, I'm gonna be back on
they
live.
kept them, or if they're electing to go a different route, but you could tune in to Bleacher Report, and you could also tune into the 95 North Falcons talk show on YouTube to get the latest on everything going at Atlanta Falcons. So for Chris, Retro G, my brother, man, sorry that I gotta pop out when you pop in finally for the first time. But
no, you good, my bro.
I appreciate you guys. All love. I will see you guys soon. Smitty, I'll holler at you in a little while, man. Gentlemen,
no doubt.
Man.
All right, peace.
Yes, sir.
So our boy Alberto, man, he doing his thing on Bleacher Report, man. Y'all go check out his stream he did earlier right after the game, man. Go to the Falcons community tab on Bleacher Report. Pops right up. You will see his face. But Retro G, what's up, man?
Man, what's good with y'all, man? How you doing, man?
I'm doing all right, man.
I'm good, man. Mr. Stand on Business was good. Tip CBS, aka Mr. Fox, was good with you, my boy.
Hey, man, every day is a great day, man. Especially tomorrow's Black Monday. You feel?
I feel you. Smitty, can I get a bullshit one time, my boy? Can I get a bullshit one time?
They with the bullshit.
Yeah, I feel you, man. I feel you,
bullshit like that, boy Smitty.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But I'm gonna be quick, man. I really do feel that we're gonna see our next quarterback and our next head coach and possibly our next OC tomorrow night. I really feel that Jim Harbaugh is going to be head coach for our team. He could be head coach for our team. Penix is going to do his thing, and you got to get Ben Grubb, OC, out of Washington. That dude he really restored Penix's career. Everybody see they're talking about that. Yeah, he had 2 ACL injuries. Yeah, he had that in Indiana. He's been in Washington for the last 2 years and has balled out. Top 5 in passing the last 2 years. Top 3 in touchdown the last 2 years. This man can ball. The same thing we all said about Justin Fields. What he do? He did his thing in the playoff and he got recognized. Same thing with CJ Stroud. He did his thing in the playoff. He got recognized. So I'm trying to tell folks, man, don't sleep on Penix. Penix is that guy.
And it's funny you said something about that offensive coordinator because his name going to be out there this offseason. And wherever Penix goes, I could see him going to the NFL to coach him. So what if we go out to a guy like that as an offensive coordinator and bring in Penix at quarterback? It could work. I know he had those 2. Go ahead.
Yeah, no, my bad. Go ahead, bro. Go ahead.
I was gonna say those 2 ACL injuries, man. We talk about that all the time. But Frank Gore, and I keep telling y'all this, Frank Gore had 2 ACL injuries coming out of college, played 17 years in the NFL, played one of the toughest positions in the NFL. So injuries, man, y'all just got to let those happen. I'm just be honest with y'all. Injuries can happen at any point, and it could be anybody. So until it happens, you just see what you get out of it. You see what you get out of it.
All I know is what I've seen for the last 2 years, especially this year, from Michael Penix, and the man is a baller. And again, I've even said this too. It's a possibility we could possibly see Jim Harbaugh be the head coach. And why not go get Michael Penix? Especially, you know what I'm saying? You can really see that happen as well. You can see all 3 of those guys, including the offensive coordinator, coming to Atlanta. Hey, it's a possibility. It's so many possibilities out there. So you just got to put that in mind as well. And I want to say this too,
a left-handed quarterback is always an advantage for the offense.
And
that's right. 100%.
He's definitely accurate. I want to put this out here real quick too, y'all. If we're talking about Eric Bieniemy now, let's just say Washington would like to keep him. Okay. As far as with the Justin Fields thing, don't be surprised if Washington possibly even tried to slip in through the back door and get Justin Fields because they don't have a quarterback either. So
That's true.
that's just
That's
something
true.
else to think about as well too. We are not the only team that's in the quarterback business that needs a quarterback. So it's just something to think about, y'all.
But
And if we
Bags,
look,
what's up, man?
at that top 10, excuse me, my bad. If we look at that top 10 and
Mhm.
we really look at the 1, 2, 3, Chicago was going to be that wild card. If they decide to stay with Fields and then trade that number 1 pick, we look at 4 through 7, and they talk about they want to stay with their quarterback. Penix may fall right to us. We ain't got to do nothing. He may just be right there. And the way that the mock drafts have been going recently, you can get Polk or McMillan, his 2 or 3 receiver, to Atlanta. Make them comfortable.
It's funny you say that because if the Bears stay put or trade down, I still think either way, Marvin Harrison gonna be their pick if Justin Fields stays. So if Atlanta trades up, if they don't have to go out number 1, they can go up to 2 or 3 and get a quarterback. It might save them a little bit of wiggle room with draft picks. So I mean, it's just interesting to see what's gonna happen. But I just wouldn't hold my breath. I wouldn't hold my breath about Justin Fields staying in Chicago because 1, he's a veteran now. He's probably going to want $200 million when his contract is up. And 2, you can reset the position another 4 to 5 years with a fresh new quarterback, fresh new system. So it just doesn't look good in Chicago just because of that. So,
but I said that's why them boys are the wild card of this draft this year.
Yeah.
You know, but hey, man, I appreciate y'all giving me my time, man. I've been trying to get on for the longest, man. Much love to y'all, man, and I can't wait for draft season, man.
Hey, man, I see you on Twitter, my brother.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. But one more thing, man. Hey, ho, ho.
Oh,
Arthur Smith has
Got
got
to
to
go.
go.
Hey man,
I'm on the
trying to
topics,
figure out
man.
who
My
gonna-
love, man. I'll holler at y'all, man.
Hey man, I
All right,
need more
Retro.
pallbearers too, man. I need to know who's gonna be carrying this casket on Black Monday. With
Hey,
Hey, man, give me my white gloves, my boy. I got you.
all right, bet.
What?
Oh man, Bags, what's up, man?
What's good, fellas, man? Hey, real quick, if y'all saw Retro G's profile picture, I guarantee you that's how Arthur Blake been looking at Arthur Smith the past 5 to 6 weeks. Like,
Yeah, he been had his mind made up. Yeah, he
you
been
got
had
one
his
more
mind made
time.
up.
You got one more time, I guarantee you. But
I keep
man,
telling y'all that Vikings game was the backbreaker, no doubt about it.
yeah, definitely. But dog, if y'all would have told me at the beginning of the season, man, when we went 2-0 after beating Green Bay, that this was gonna be the outcome again, I would have told you was lying. I'd have told you was lying, bro, because I don't even want to keep hearing the word promise. We built the team correctly. We built the team the right way, and for it to have another 7-10 outcome is very disheartening. And we all know the common denominator in that factor. But the thing is, the type of loyalty that Arthur Blank has for his head coaches is it's disgusting. Because any other team, any other owner would have been and got that man up out of here. See what I'm
And
saying?
then,
Like it doesn't make sense to be loyal to a loser.
hey,
Like,
you gotta remember though, Bags, it's a personal connection to it too.
I mean, and I understand that,
Personal
Chris.
connection.
I understand that too. But it's like this, right? If me and you were homeboys, right, and your son was the starting quarterback, and I can love you like a brother, bro. But I'm gonna come to you man to man, like, bro, your son ain't it.
It
If you
ain't
want,
it.
if you want to keep him out to practice a couple times, do out the whatever to get some extra training, extra coaching. Hey, but man to man, bro, your son not it. And if this tarnishes our friendship, I'm sorry, but I can't lose money for your child. And that's what's going on with
That's how
us.
the
That's
conversation
exactly what's
should
going
go.
on.
But we know it's
Not
not
only
gonna be that cut and dry.
not
I
only
mean,
will
this
he
man
lose
is
money,
trying everything in the world he possibly could do to
So
try to
hold on
keep.
to him.
We
And I just
knew
don't
this for the
understand it.
last 4 weeks that Arthur Blank was trying to do everything he possibly could, all the way up into game time today, to
Yes.
try to keep Arthur Smith as the head coach for the Atlanta Falcons.
Yes. And I say this too, man. A lot of people are trying to throw a little bit of the blame on Terry, and I understand why, but Terry doesn't call up any schemes. Terry doesn't decide who's gonna start. All Terry has done the past 3 years, bro, was turn this team around for the better. So I'm gonna give him a little grace. But as far as as far as Arthur Smith, man, he got to go. I just don't understand it.
You gotta
I don't
ride.
understand it.
No
He
grace
got to
in
go.
me.
He got to go. And as far as I want to say this too before I head out, fellas. As far as everybody keeps saying trade Kyle Pitts, I understand the logic of it, but if y'all haven't noticed, bro, at the Atlanta Falcons, we have a history of letting go of Hall of Famers, and I think Kyle Pitts has the ability to be that. But if we hold on to the coach that's holding him back, and we trade him for whatever we can get, and watch him have a Hall of Fame career somewhere else, that'll piss me off, dog.
I mean,
That'll
hey,
break my
but
heart.
that's
That'll
part
break
of the
my
game,
heart.
though, bro.
Yeah.
If you don't put the right people around these type players, how can they succeed? So
I agree.
another reason. That's another reason why Arthur Smith should be gone. He's done Drake London a disservice. He's done Kyle Pitts a disservice, and he's done Bijan Robinson a disservice. Today, that 75-yard touchdown catch, he should have been doing that in week 2 or week 3.
Yes.
That's what I'm saying. Like, don't wait until the last game of the season to try to give us what could
show out, right?
Been. And then we still didn't get past 70 points.
And that was short-lived. That was short-lived.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't score nothing. So it's just like, you know, don't even give me the false hope, or don't be trying to make it seem like that you're something that you're not. We already know in Atlanta what Arthur Smith is as a head coach. We've seen enough. Okay,
I guarantee it.
We've seen enough.
He will be a Rookie of the Year candidate, but let's be real. CJ Stroud got that nail to the coffin.
Oh yeah, CJ, especially CJ going to the playoffs.
Bijan ain't nowhere near being Puka Nacua and Stroud. Those are the top two. Stroud is number one by far, and then Puka Nacua is the best person in the NFC. Stop it.
Yes.
All right, my bad. I was trying to let other people go before I jump in like an animal. You finished, Bags?
Go ahead, do your thing, Larry.
I mean, I ain't trying to be disrespectful to you.
No. Go ahead, brother.
But I got to get ready to go for
it. Came by the way. And
man. Appreciate y'all letting me speak before I got to go in and do this stream for the Hawks. More disappointment. But
I hope not. Don't say that, Larry.
See, I can't give Terry Fontenot any grace. The only reason he gets grace is because he got Jesse Bates. That's it. You look at Richard Grant, second round pick. Cal Pitts, first round number 4 pick in the draft. If you don't know how to use him, then why pick him? Terry Fontenot
that was a panic move. I still believe that was a panic move.
No, it wasn't, man. It was calculated. Did y'all see the interview with Terry Fontenot on The Athletic? He said that him and Arthur Smith agreed to build around an aging quarterback in Matt Ryan, who was cooked. He gets no grace. None. The only reason why he get grace is because he got Jesse Bates. Look at his drafts. You're going to pick up number 4, a tight end. Then you coming back, double down on the offense, still ain't got no quarterback. Bring in Marcus Mariota in here. That was your answer. Picking a wide receiver. I like Drizzy Drake. I ain't going to lie. I like Drake.
I like Drake now.
But then you picked up a great draft pick for Tyler Algiers.
Mm-hmm.
And you ruined it by going to get Bijan.
Yeah.
Teams look and search for finding a gem, a diamond in the rough like Algiers. So I can give you props. But then you literally went out and just made
took the props back.
You basically made a problem that it wasn't a problem. You used an 8th pick in the draft to create a running back room problem.
Yeah.
Like, okay, he's a great talent. That's fine. Guess what? If we didn't win those last 2 games and I'm at number 6 pick last season, maybe it's not hard enough to go up and get Arizona pick. So we could have drafted Stroud. How about that?
You're not wrong.
I mean, you're not wrong.
Who's to say that Terry has all the pull when it comes to drafting?
Together, man. We're not giving him
that.
No, he said it himself.
No, in
if
that
the man tell you who he is, take him for his word, bro. He said that him and Arthur Smith worked together hand on hand about picks. Let's stop giving this man excuses because he's a brother. Nah, I can't do it no more, man. Okay. Look, he's not as bad as his job.
Man, calm down a little bit.
Yeah, I'm like, boy, Larry.
Nah, I like that energy, Larry. Keep it up.
Yeah, man. Look, my bad, man. I'm sorry. I just had to get this out for other people to hear.
We want you to get it out, though, bro. We wanted you to get it out.
And if Arthur Blank don't fire Arthur Smith, I don't blame anyone for going default on their PSLs.
At all.
Oh,
no, you better not pass that down to your son.
Yeah, hit him in the pocket. That's the best way. Hit him in the pockets.
For real, bro. Like, look, man.
We're going to have to. That's why I said, if he's back, it's not going to be a riot.
Yeah.
It's just going to be a ghost town. It's going to be deserted. You're just not going to have nobody.
Complacency.
I'm trying to tell you, it's like everybody just going to be driving right on past it. Like, boy, that's a big old stadium and ain't nobody in it.
Look nice.
That's
I got to go. I got 8 minutes to go to stream time. So appreciate y'all letting me go through. I'm about to go ahead and watch these Hawks versus Orlando Magic. So y'all have a great rest of y'all stream. I appreciate the brother. Salute to all you guys do. So we'll holler at y'all.
Thank you,
I'm gonna head out myself, man.
We'll holler. Deuces.
Yes, I'm gonna head out myself, man. Chris, Smitty, appreciate y'all letting me on, man. Y'all enjoy the rest of y'all Sunday, man. And hopefully tomorrow we'll be hearing some great news about the Atlanta Falcons, man.
Hey, and I'm gonna be right here, so make sure you tune in.
You know it, my guy. You know it, brother. Salute to y'all, man. Enjoy y'all.
I know people ain't gonna like what I said. I understand that.
Hey,
what I'm saying is we gotta look at the drafts, bro. We gotta look at that man drafts and look at it. And really look at it. Anybody could have got rid of that salary cap. I don't want to hear that. Smitty could have got rid of that salary cap. Chris could have got rid of that salary cap.
Yep.
It was what it was once you got rid of Matt Ryan and Julio and
Debo.
It was what it was. Okay.
Yeah.
Ryan, help guiding Ryan Nielsen in here.
And I agree it was a panic move because they lost Julio, so they had to go
Julio.
Get pissed.
When Julio went on and did that interview, it was shit. That's exactly what everybody was feeling, man. It was a panic move. And that's what you wanted to draft was a tight end at 4.
Yeah, right. But again, we all agree that you don't draft a quarterback as the foundation of your team without your franchise quarterback. Like, that's the last move you do. Like, you don't draft a running back in the first 10 or a tight end unless you're right there. Like, right
tight end is a final piece.
Yeah, exactly. Like, that's when we went and got Tony G. We felt like we was the final piece. So we went and got Tony G, and that was supposed to be the final piece. You don't draft at the beginning of and that's what I'm saying, guys. You don't draft Kyle Pitts at the beginning of a new rebuild. You knew you was going to get rid of Matt Ryan. Or basically you said, we're going to build around Matt Ryan. Then after the year, the only reason Arthur Blank wanted to go and get Deshaun Watson because y'all put in the bug in his ear like, hey, man, we can't do it with Matt. Why else would Arthur Blank want to go get it?
We seen Matt regressing before the season started.
Exactly.
That was the thing that was tripping me out about trying to start it around.
Exactly, Smitty. So they should have had the foresight to see, hey, we got Matt Ryan, but even if you draft Fields with spell into our laps, he can sit a year, learn behind Matt Ryan, and then release him into the wild. But with that, guys, I got 2 minutes. I got to go. Love y'all, man. Man.
Appreciate you.
Keep doing what y'all do. Everybody smash that like button for this great content. And I'm out. Deuces.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Y'all catch Larry with Dixon Way right now, man. He's going to do the Hawks watch party over on this channel. So if y'all Atlanta Hawks fan like I am, please go check him out. Russell, sorry that you wait so long, my brother.
Russell, you there?
He froze.
Can you hear me?
You there?
Okay, there we go.
Unmute your mic.
Unmute your mic, brother. I'm talking about Holmes over there doing the Dougie. Hey, brother, unmute your mic. We can't hear you.
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry. Hey, how y'all doing? What's up, Smitty, y'all? I look
What's
at y'all
good,
all the
bro?
time, man. Y'all do a good job for the podcast. I like y'all a lot. One thing I do want to say, I agree with a lot of us, the fans and everybody, saying that we really do need to let the head coach go. But I'm gonna be honest with y'all. What do y'all really think? The Arthur Blank, Rich McKay, the front office. I'm just gonna use them as a whole. When you look at the front office, who are they gonna really bring in and try to change this organization to get us to championship Super Bowl level team like what I think we capable of. Now I'm gonna say this and I'm gonna leave it at this. All the coaches we had, y'all, and I'm gonna be straight up from '99, from from Dan Reeves all the way until now. You look at all of them, Mike Smith, Jim Moore, all of them. Everything that they keep bringing in, it seems like it's the same thing. But I'm gonna say this though: whatever happened in 2016 when it came down to when you looked at when they had on Dan Quinn and they brought in, Cal Shanahan, it seemed like Cal Shanahan, whatever it was during that era, and we went to the Super Bowl. Whatever he did, Cal Shanahan did that got that offense and that team playing football, had Matt Ryan MVP, and I'm talking about 1-2 punch, Freeman and the running backs. You look at that offensive line, he brought Mack in from Cleveland. He got Gabriel out of Cleveland, that receiver. Them guys was playing. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is and what it takes to get us to that level, to get us to over the hump. But I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Coaching
It's an easy
staff,
answer.
brother.
It's an easy
Man,
answer. Over the years, ever since I've been watching since 1989, and I'm just that old. Yes, I'm that old. The Falcons have predicated their offense around the run game. The only time that they didn't was 2016, and then before that, you had to go all the way back to 1995 when they were running run and shoot with Jim.
Correct.
So outside of those 2 seasons, they predicated their offense around the run game. For us to be able to change this thing and put it in the right perspective, with the weapons that they have right now, they come and go out and get an offensive coordinator or a head coach that knows how to open up an offense, that knows how to develop a quarterback, and can come in with a veteran or a rookie, no matter which one it is. If they can put their system in place and implement their own scheme, I think they'll be fine. And this is where the Falcons excelled at this offseason. The last 3 drafts they took 3 offensive players. So those 3 offensive players, no matter who's the head coach, no matter who's the offensive coordinator, those 3 guys can fit in any system and play in any system. So that is the positive out of this whole thing.
Right. And you right.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I'm listening. Go ahead. I'm listening.
Yeah, and see that's how they can turn it around, man. Just put the right coach in place that can control these weapons, because it was too much for Arthur Smith. Let's just keep it real. It was too much for him. So
let me ask y'all this though. Do y'all honestly think that? And I hear that we are hearing the Jim Harbaugh, I'm hearing the Eric Bieniemy. Do you really think that when they come down to that front office, do you really think that they're gonna get somebody like that to come to Atlanta and change this organization as far as to get us on that winning championship level that we need to be? Do y'all really think that they're gonna bring somebody like that?
I believe we have to.
Go ahead, Chris.
No, I was about to say I believe that we have to. This fan base is tired. This fan base needs.
We are tired.
Like I was saying last night, we need generational pieces, and that's not just saying people on the field. That's going with the coaching staff, and that goes with the front office. So with that being said, guys, we need to get some winners. That's why I say I like the experienced head coach, but get a winner. Jim Harbaugh, that's a winner. Pulling Mike Tomlin, that's a winner. It's just we need somebody that's going to change the culture for the better here, man.
For the better, correct.
We deserve it. We deserve it. We've been mediocre. We've gone this route. We've gone first-year head coach, offense, defense. Regardless, it's time to get greatness and bring greatness around here and build a good culture. And to build some of the best culture that we've ever seen in Atlanta. That's what I want, man. That's why I don't want to go get. I want to go get things that are for Atlanta. I don't want to go get nobody else's trash. I don't want to nothing like that, man. I just want something for us that we can build off of and have a winning culture, like you see these programs like the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Green Bay Packers and the San Francisco 49ers. Just those type of cultures, man. That's what Atlanta needs, and that's what we deserve as fans.
And I'm gonna keep it short and sweet like this. Either catch up with the times or get left.
Bro,
that's the easy way to put it. And it's funny you brought up Dan Reeves. That's the last veteran coach they hired.
Yep.
And that was
Hello?
25 years ago.
Yep. Yep.
So,
And he didn't hire
Mhm.
him.
Yeah,
right,
he
it was
showed
Rankin
it.
Smith.
Yeah,
It was Rankin Smith who
That's what
hired.
I'm saying. Yeah, he
Mhm.
didn't hire him.
Correct.
I said the Atlanta Falcons, the last veteran coach that
Well,
they had was Dan.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
they
yeah,
had
yeah. I
correct.
was just
Yep.
saying about
Yep.
Arthur Blank, and he didn't hire Dan.
So then.
Yeah, so it's
Yeah,
time
you're
to
right.
just get up with the times and get lost, man. It's just
Yeah.
that simple. But CFN, what's up, my dude?
I'm trying to let it all register, man. I'm slick pissed off, man. I'm really slick
Man.
mad because I hate losing against the Saints. That's one thing.
Man, yes,
They beat
yes,
them. Me and
yes.
my bro already bet money that it was $100 a game. I was $100 up. I was ready to send that Apple Pay request for that extra 100 so I can get my 200 for the season. I ain't give a damn if we made it to
But
the
y'all
playoffs
broke
or not.
even.
I'm gonna be honest. If we would have made it to the playoff, we're gonna get our ass spanked, man. They were gonna, man, come on, man. Riddle, man, bro. Riddle can't catch a cold running outside naked, man. I'm just being honest. This man can't throw a lick, man. I don't know
And the
what's
crazy
going
thing
on.
about it is he's
I had
supposed to be
praise.
throwing.
I had high praise for Honey. But it's like as soon as it's like he knew, like I'ma just play injured. He did it the other game. They just took his ass out the game. He talking about some concussion protocol, and then we get rid of that. We're like, oh shit, I already knew it. Here we go. Then this game come up, man. I'm just looking at all the play calling. They started off on fire. I'm like, okay, where the hell all this? What has been there all season?
Bro, it made me mad.
They hitting on first. I'm like, hold on, what has been all season? But then I went back. I watched the highlights. It's been there all season. That same bullshit ass check down got Bijan. He just broke for one. But they've been throwing running that same route, that same goddamn play all season. Excuse my language, man.
Correct. You're right.
All right.
I had to put my hoodie
You're
on.
right.
I had to go put on my hoodie. I started feeling like Hoodie Mellow. I had to put my hoodie on, man, because I got a little chilly outside. I got a little chilly because I was hot for a second, man. I had to put my hoodie on because I'm sitting here listening and I'm just watching the game, but I'm mad for real because I'm like, bro, is it Arthur Smith or is it the quarterback? How about we just get rid of both of them and bring in a veteran quarterback? But I ain't gonna say bring in a rookie coach because the veteran quarterback ain't gonna really want to listen to a rookie coach. You know what I'm saying? So we're in a tight situation for real.
Well, see,
Like,
that's why I
like
said you have to go out and get a veteran coach because no matter who's the quarterback, the veteran coach is going to lead that player better than a young head coach, no matter how much knowledge they have of the game. That veteran
draft. Man,
but the draft get old, man. I'm telling you.
Yeah, so you're right about that, man. That draft get old.
5 years, wait 5 more years to win no damn championship. I want to win now. Nigga, I had 3 tickets to fly.
We are win now team.
Man,
you're right.
They took the quarterback, draft the quarterback. Man, go get Russell Wilson. I would suggest try to get a veteran quarterback, man, and just get a great coach. Honestly, and that's gonna match. It's gonna make sense. We got great pieces. Arthur Smith is just not a good. He's just not a good offensive coach, man. Maybe if they don't fire him, because I don't know if Arthur Blank is gonna fire Arthur Smith. We stuck with these Arthurs right now, man. So we gotta try to wear weed. You know what I'm saying? If I was to say something, I would say he telling Arthur Blank telling Arthur Smith, you know what? We're just gonna get an offensive coach. We're gonna fire the offensive coach. We're going to bring in an offensive coach and let you be head coach and see how that work out. And we bring in a quarterback. If that don't work, then I would say cut Arthur Smith, bro. But I like the energy he gives the Falcons. I love how he handled the podium. People get mad because he ain't the typical person that just, oh, we lost and get mad about it. He do things in his own way. But I just feel like his play calling is mediocre at best. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of great play callers out there that they can go get. They just need to let them catch the back seat. Now, if they fire him, I'm kind of cool with it, but I'm just kind of tired of 3-and-out coaches.
Correct.
We need just like you were saying, like Tim was saying, we need generational buildings. We won't want to look at the Steelers. This man has won 12 seasons straight. Like this.
17 seasons.
That's amazing,
missing,
bro. Like,
no losing
regardless
season.
if they win the championship or not, you going to the playoffs. Guaranteeing every season, your winning ratio can possibly be better than a lot of teams. You know what I'm saying? Honestly,
right?
I just feel like, man, we ain't got the we ain't got the regiment, man. Like,
bro, they won their last 3 games with Mason Rudolph, bro.
Right, and we the crazy thing is, if that don't tell you that's coaching, that's great. That's great fucking coaching right there. You know, we don't even know who that quarterback is.
Third string quarterback too, by the way.
It goes deeper than that. It goes deeper than that. I think with what's going on there is structure. And I've said that 1,000 times. Structure. When you have the right organizational structure around your team and you can just plug and play each year, and you can be consistent with that, that's all you need. And that's all Atlanta needs. That's why I said if Mike Tomlin was becoming available a trade, I don't give a damn about their first round pick. Go get it. And use that money to go get a quarterback. And AJ Terrell, I know he got a contract coming up, but you let him play that 5th year out.
Yep.
Because he was like AJ Terrell was he been disappointed the last 3-4 games.
You gotta let him play that last year out, y'all.
Yeah, he been very disappointed.
Do not pay him too soon.
Nah, he gonna.
And I love AJ Terrell.
Let him right there last year before we give him that money. We need to see if he gonna really play for that money, man. I ain't like it. And I thought him and Nakuda was gonna turn out to be like a fucking dynamic duo. Then they add Bates. I'm thinking like, okay, we're gonna have a 10-game winning off the defense. That's just how I feel like we should win 10 games. The defense should win 7 of them. The offense
but
3.
If you look at the last 5 games,
the
defense shows signs of being worn down because
been carrying out behinds all year.
Those first 12 games, the defense kept us in all those games. We could have won each and every one of them, or at least came out the gate with at least 10 wins.
10 wins.
But since you went down the defense, guess what? You're gonna give up more points. And what have I told y'all all year? This is not a team that can play from behind. It showed all season. So there you go. That's your season in the nutshell.
When we got down 31-17, I knew it was over.
I stopped watching it.
And I know it's certain places. I just was like Twitter. I was like, I'm done. See y'all post game show. John and Mike on Audio Falcon Mind. I know they was doing something. I know Mike, he likes to hold on, and I feel him. I second that, but I had to tell him too. I said, look, man, we ain't got it. And it was so funny because he was like, man, look, man, Tracy McGrady scored points and stuff like that. I said, bro, we don't have T or Mac. So it just wasn't going to happen.
Got none of that, man.
Wasn't going to happen because we're not built, like Smitty just said, to come back from a deficit like that. And it's crazy. That's only
I've been saying it all year. We're not built to play from behind. We are built to jump out front and stay out front.
What do y'all think about that last play of the game, man?
What about them scoring?
Touchdown?
That they faked the kneel and scored that touchdown.
Oh shit! That was the nail in the that was the nail in the coffin for Arthur Smith. As a coach, you got to tell your players to play. You got to tell your players to play to the clock hit 0. That's his fault. So he can't get mad at the other coach. If you mad, stop us.
Yeah,
just
I ain't gonna lie. I feel like that was one of the Patriots. That was a Bill Belichick move right there, man. That was a Bill Belichick move right there, man. Hey. Bill Belichick he used to run the score up on your ass, him and Tom Brady, just for the fun of it. I feel like they were saying, this is going to get Arthur Smith up out of Atlanta right here. We finna go run in.
They hung 48 on us. They hung 48
They hung that on us, bro.
And you getting mad at the end of the game because regardless, bro, even if they didn't score, guess what? They still hung 40 on our head. So regardless whether it was 48, them boys scored. Remember, this game was tied at halftime. That's what you got to remember. It was tied at halftime. Them boys scored 31 points in the second half on your head.
But just like Christy said in the chat, when they went out at halftime and she seen them walking off the field, they weren't feeling it no more. So I get it.
Because, you got to think about it. They put up 17 points that fast, but they look over at the other sideline, and them boys over there in the Saints time, so I'm ready to go again. And everybody else tired, man. Our boys is tired.
They tired. Even the offense. You can tell, man, like I know Smith. I know
body language.
I know you and Tip going to go back and probably watch the highlights and shit. Look at Kyle Pitts. I can't remember what play it was, bro, but he broke out the route like, man, I'm just here. I ain't trying to get fined.
Bro, I'm gonna give you another one. On the interception. Did you see Drake London as he was running down the field and turned
He
around
turned
and
around.
realized
He
it
said-
was an interception?
He just kept looking back the other way. He turned around. He
It
was
just-
like, man,
He
this
was
man
he
can't-
looked and seen that and said, okay. all
Yeah,
right.
it's over with, man. He tied up. He wanted to ride with. Drake wanted to ride with Riddle because of they, you know what I'm saying? They little college friendship and shit. But
Yeah.
Drake know the real. London know what's going on. He know, like, man, this man ain't
He know
ain't
it.
it, man. He
They
ain't
know,
it.
man. They know.
Yeah.
But let's welcome Webb on to the scene right quick, man. I got one more in the back and one more in the back. And after we get Slim in, we're gonna roll. Webb, what's up, man?
Will, you there? Back out and try to come back in, Will.
Refresh your page, man. Will probably crying, man. A lot of man, we hurt, man. A lot of us
Hey,
hurt,
man.
like, a lot of hurt. I had my camera turned off for a second. I was trying to get my tears together and shit, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's all good.
I hate a losing season, bro. I played ball for real.
Slim, what it do?
I hate
What's up with
losing.
y'all? What's up,
Slim?
A1? What's up with y'all, man?
Man, how you feeling? You see my eyes, man. These are happy.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
we can hear you now, Will.
Oh, okay.
Arthur
Cal
Smith might be
Pitts
gone
need to
tomorrow,
move to the
man.
wide receiver position, man. They wasting his talent.
Oh, okay.
But he been playing in the slot and out wide all season. So basically, he is a wide receiver. He's just getting paid like a tight end.
That man plays 18% of his snaps at tight end. That's pretty low.
And that ain't even why y'all drafted that man, bro.
And I think he's like 70% in the slot. So y'all do the math on the rest of it. But what you think about this season altogether, Will?
Horrible. Fucking horrible, man. Arthur Smith need to go. For real.
Yeah, he gone. I think he's gone.
Yeah.
We might get an
Then he
announcement
want to
here
get
in-
mad at the last of the game when they scored. I was like, man, that shit, it's too late for that shit, man.
Yeah, I mean, you got to stop him. That's what you get paid to do.
That's what you get paid to do, brother.
You know, that's on him. You can't get mad at them. I know it's a what they call it, a silent rule or something like that.
Yeah.
You don't run up the
you
score.
don't run the score up. Yeah.
But like Bill Belichick used to say, like I said earlier, if you mad, just stop us.
Yep. Stop us. That's it. And we rivals, dog. We don't like each other.
We
News
don't.
Flash.
We don't, man.
We do
I hate
not.
losing to the
Out of
Saints.
everybody in the division, we dislike each other the most. You know,
I wouldn't have felt bad if the Panthers would have did that shit. I don't like the Saints, man. I can't stand New Orleans, man.
Bro, you getting mad at that. You should get mad at the other 41 points that they scored prior to that touchdown.
For real.
The heck you talking about?
And I was about to say, Denver just got 70 points put on them this season. They didn't go crying at the end of the game. So
you didn't see Sean Payton do that. Now that's one thing.
And they didn't give up. They made a damn playoff run. That
I
kind of
think
pumped them
Arthur
up.
Smith only got this job because of Derrick Henry. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Well, I mean, that playoff run,
Yeah.
that little playoff run they had when they was doing their thing.
But Slim, before we get out of here, man, tell us what you think about the Falcons season altogether.
what I think you stole my thunder, though, Smitty, though. And the reason why I say that is because this was supposed to happen to the Falcons. I've been saying this since the beginning of the season. You coming into 2023 trying to run the ball heavy, trying to do a run heavy offense, and it doesn't work. Matt Ryan, if you watch the game and you watch what Matt Ryan was saying at the end of the game, the Falcons are not made to win games where they have to throw to get back in the game. The reality is, the truth is, the Falcons been running a 1980 playbook, and they're crying because it's not working. The thing is, and I've been saying this for the longest, Bijan may be good, but
1980.
So basically, you telling me they run a Tech Bowl type offense?
Yeah, that's
no.
I talk about. You would have thought Kunta Kinte helped them draw up some of those plays, man. How old it is, man. I'm talking about damn. And the reality is, with a run-heavy offense, it takes too long. If you see how fluent they were moving when they was passing in the first half, that's because one, you don't have to do a lot of motion. You learn who the mic is, you learn who your weak side is, and you check it down. You get the ball out your hand.
They've been doing this shit all season. Check down.
The thing about the run game is after that first run, guess what's happening? The clock is still going. Then you still gotta line up. You still gotta do your motions. You still gotta find out which side you're running on. You still gotta do all this. It takes too long, and it could take you out of the game, whether you want it to or not. This is why the NFL is moving away from a run-heavy offense. The Falcons are just behind on the time, and we thought Bijan Robinson was going to cover up poor quarterback play. And that's why I think Arthur Smith should be gone, because you totally blew on that quarterback position. You jumped out the window and said, Desmond Ridder is your guy. By you saying that, you basically said he had to be successful. If he's not successful, you should be held accountable for that. I don't think and I don't think what's his name? Terry Fontenot should take the hit for this one, because Terry Fontenot he gave you the groceries. Your playbook was the problem, and your quarterback was the problem.
I was about to say, your quarterback.
So you can't be mad that somebody went to Sam's Club and got groceries, and then they brought it in the house and you burnt the food. It's your fault. You know what I'm saying? It's your fault the cooking is bad. Yeah. And that's why I think in his interview today, and I think in his interview today, he was talking in past tense. I think they already told him, hey, we're going to most likely move on from you.
I'm glad you said that, Slim, because I was going to bring that up at the end of the game. Terry Fontenot, Rich McKay, and the team manager, or something like that. I can't remember. I think his name was Greg.
Jordan
No,
Beatles.
it was Greg. His name was Greg something. I can't remember. But either way it goes, they walked into the locker room at the end of the game.
At the end of the game, all three of them, besides y'all.
Yeah.
You know what they whispering.
You know what it is, man. The thing about it is, it's business. It ain't nothing personal. I have no personal gripe against Arthur Smith. Not one.
How the hell do we get rid of Arthur Blank? How do we get rid of Arthur Blank? We just need to let go to Arthur, man, to find a new.
Do y'all think we should go after Fields?
That's a few steps that's over our head, fam. Yeah, there we go.
That man owned that.
They got it in the chat as far as the name.
I think we should go after
Mr.
Fields.
Greg Beatles.
Greg Beatles, that's his name.
Yep, Greg Beatles.
But if I think they go and get Eric the enemy, I think the Falcons will then start focusing on passing the ball. And another thing here's the thing about just passing the ball. They're going to have to beef up that offensive line. The Falcons' offensive line is slimmer and smaller because it's predicated on the run game and play action. So you need those offensive linemen like the right guard, the tackles. You need them to pull out and be able to go to the outside and get those blocks. When you start worrying about passing, now you worrying about those big boys up front to be able to hold that line. So I think it's a lot that's going to happen if the Falcons want to change their culture. But that's an Arthur Blank problem now, because I think Arthur Blank don't want to. To me personally, I think he knows it's a business and he don't want to embarrass his business or his team. But you allowing this to happen, O.V. Mahaley said it best. You either coaching them to play sorry or you allowing them to play sorry. One or the other. Can't be both.
Can't be both. Facts.
Yeah, absolutely.
But man, this has been a great show, man. I'm glad I started not to do a show. I'm gonna be real with y'all.
Yeah,
but,
man.
I had to, because I was just as pissed as y'all was, and I think this off season, man, this is going to be a key off season. I know I said this 3 years ago, but going to this off season, this is going to be important for the next 5 to 10 years. And why I say that? Think about the draft picks that you've made. Not only the first round picks, but you had some day 2 and day 3 picks that could be bona fide superstars. So y'all go ahead and get that right coach to guide this team, carry this team, and teach this team to win football games. If you can do that, I think they had a great recipe on their roster right now to make a playoff push next year. All they need to do is bring in somebody that's going to bring in the right philosophy that they need to hear. And Jim Harbaugh could be that dude. He definitely could be that dude. So we'll see. But
Smith, I got one question for you.
Just one quick thing before y'all get off though.
Your prediction's been spot on, Smitty. So I'm finna get off. I just gotta ask you because I got my notebook ready because I'm ready to start writing down for the offseason, right? What do you really predict going on with our head coach and the quarterback? If you was to say one of the two gonna go or both gonna go, what would you say?
To be honest, both may go. But if Ritter does stay, it'll be only because he fits the next head coach's system. If he does not, I think he's going too. So that would mean that they would go out and get a new quarterback and a new backup.
And honestly,
Tyler Heineke, they can save that money to go toward the salary cap, go out and get a younger guy, and who I think could be successful. I'll throw out a name right quick. Y'all might not like it, but as a backup quarterback, Zach Wilson fits the description.
I knew you was gonna say that because the report is
they plan on walking away. Know how to use them.
But see, that's what I'm saying. If you get a coach or a quarterback or offensive coordinator that can call plays with a passing formation, Zach Wilson fits that because he has an NFL caliber arm. He just hadn't been put in the position to win. So think about it. Look how many quarterbacks went wrong with the New York Jets. Just think about that.
All of them except Joe Namath,
Sam Darnold, Zach Wilson. I can just keep going.
I don't think they're gonna cut Desmond Ritter, and the only reason why is because they drafted him. So you still got a second, third round quarterback that you don't have to pay, and you can still go get a big time quarterback, and then you don't really have to worry about filling that position. So,
but think about it. Are you really going to have to pay Zach Wilson a lot of money? Think about it. He's on his rookie contract. So
yeah, that's true.
You get at least 2 years. You still get at least 2 years of Zach Wilson for free down there because the Jets don't have to pay most of that contract. And you get a veteran, you get a veteran still.
I was about to say, let's be real. I mean, Zach Wilson, I can see him being better than Desmond Ritter in Atlanta, So
I can
I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be. I'm pretty sure they're not gonna be thinking, well, Zach Wilson is gonna probably be a little bit better than Desmond Ritter because you don't want your backup to play anyway. So you want your starter.
I just said he would be a good
because
backup.
you get a Desmond Ritter, what, 1 million? Probably less than that.
Probably less than that.
And you know he's not going to be the guy. So
and I think Tyler Heineke is 10 million next year. So I would
you can't bring that back. You can't bring that.
Tyler Heineke, I think he gone. He know he gone.
He can't get no.
No, you can't bring Taylor. When we got Taylor, I was like, yeah, you know what I'm saying. So it's just like, and then after the performance, I'm definitely like, you cannot bring that back.
No,
you might as well. No, you cannot.
He didn't show. Heineke didn't even show he was better than Ritter. He didn't. They both look mediocre to me. They look like they was practicing at home in their backyard together, man.
But here's my question to y'all though. Arthur Blank is normally hiring first-time head coaches to the team.
Right.
We say the Falcons should go out and get a veteran head coach, but we also know when you got a veteran head coach, he wants full control of that team. That's why I don't think Bill Belichick would ever come here because he won't be able to get full control of that team. Right. So my thing is this: what do y'all think have to change for the Falcons to even consider bringing a veteran head coach in here? Because the thing is, we have to look at it from the already perspective of how the Falcons operate.
Right. Well, that's coming from ownership too. We got ownership. That's Arthur Blank straight up and down. We haven't hired a experienced head coach at all. I know Rich McKay is in there as well, being an influence.
And
it's got to be a front office change up. It's got to be a front office change up.
Rich McKay has to go. Rich McKay has to go. He's the biggest problem. We always say cut the head off the snake. He's the head of the snake. The reason why I say that, and I've said it before, and y'all have heard me say it. If he can win, if he can build a championship team in Tampa Bay with
yeah.
Hall of Fame players on the defense and build a defense that we're gonna know forever, why can't he do it in Atlanta? Why can't you build and put the right coach in place to build a championship roster in Atlanta? Go out and get them knucklehead type players. Go ahead and get them knucklehead type players because that's what you need. So until Richmond K goes, it's gonna be the same old thing. Cause guess what? He's gonna always be the common denominator, no matter if Fontenot's here, no matter if a new head coach is here. If Arthur Blank keeps trusting in him, it's gonna be the same story until he's gone. And I hate to say it, but we may be in an Al Davis situation. And I hate to say that.
Oh, you talking about after Blank got to pass away for us to make a change, huh? Because
that's exactly what he's saying. I mean, because look at what we faced.
That's all I said.
Look at what what happened with the Raiders. That's what happened with the Raiders. Al Davis had to kick the bucket for them to be like, you know what, let's go and get and they had a good season after that. But Al Davis was out there drafting punters in the first inning.
Arthur Blank old shit, man. Like he
but you also got to keep it in. I agree. You also got to keep it in reality. Arthur Blank is what 80-something years old.
That's what I'm saying. He needs to make a change before it's too late. I ain't trying to put nothing out there. I'm just being real. Like
Atlanta too black.
Bro, how many seasons you want to do this?
Yeah, facts. Atlanta's too black of a culture and too rich as a culture. It's so much wealth in Atlanta that stadium shouldn't be under 20,000 people every game, man. That stadium should be with 20,000+ every game, man. Like the last 3-4 seasons, it's been deteriorating, man. Just to see the field like that, bro. It's like to see the stadium like that is like
I think about the
gotta go at this point. Like it ain't even to me. I don't even feel like it's just the coach.
To me, after the Mike Vick experience, after the Mike Vick experience, he sucked the soul out the team.
He sucked the soul out the
team. And don't get me wrong, I still say Matt Ryan was the best quarterback we ever had. But if you're talking about the fan base love affair, Mike Vick was the best quarterback the Falcons base ever had. And I don't think Arthur Blank want that kind of
Slam, how long can they use that excuse though? Michael Vick been gone 15, 16 years.
Yeah, but here's the thing though.
Gotta move on.
They got a lifetime love for that man, just like they do for Deion Sanders. Look at every single person the Atlanta Falcon fan base have a lifetime affection for. They're all black. And I'm not saying that to say you got to go get a black person or you got to, but there's something about the Atlanta fan base, man, that swagger, that soul in Atlanta. I was hearing stories where the Falcons put black in their uniform to honor the black the black mayor and stuff that came to Atlanta. Now, I don't know how true that is, but I'm just saying.
I don't give a damn if the quarterback had blue skin, as long as he win football.
As long as he win games.
At the end of the day, that's all I'm saying. Because your winning culture starts at the top.
True.
Your owner had to have a winning mentality. Your president, your GM, your head coach, and the players.
I'm sorry. Look at the Eagles. I mean, I know what they got going on right now, but I'm just talking about just some of the moves they made.
They won the Super Bowl in 2017. They won the Super Bowl in 2017, cut damn near half their roster that next offseason, and been building up ever since. And guess what? Starts with the owner. He the one made that decision.
But look at what Deion Sanders said in his interview. The reason why he wanted to come to Atlanta, he said because when he got here, he saw people that looked like him.
Right.
Look at what Calais Campbell said. That black accents that was here.
Yeah.
A lot of the fan base do want that kind of representation on the field as well. Like the Falcons never had a black head coach. Now, granted, I don't care about the race. I like y'all was saying about winning, but people do want to feel like they're being represented in the thing.
I get that, but let's be real.
The skin color ain't gonna help us win no goddamn game, man.
Right. And think about this too. How many offensive coordinators or head coaches or whoever you want to blame, how many of them do you think can handle an African American quarterback abilities? Look at Justin Fields in Chicago. He hadn't had anybody in his first 3 years to figure out how to unlock his skill set. So If he comes here, they're gonna have to go out and get a coach that unlock his skill set, that can put him in the best position to win. And it may be Airbnb because guess what? In high school, in college, guess who's coaching these mobile quarterbacks?
Yeah, you talking about that?
Yeah.
So,
Oh man, and I ain't trying to make it, but it felt good looking at around the league, man. Like Houston, man, that boy out there.
yeah, shout out to
CJ.
D'Amico Ryans.
Yeah, D'Amico Ryans, man. It just feel good. Like Mike Tomlinson, man. Much respect to him, man. It just feel good seeing us being represented in that kind of way. I keep telling people, man, that Atlanta, people keep talking about Atlanta is supposed to be a slow build. You're supposed to be able to change this thing around in 1 year. D'Amico Ryan did. He did.
Look at him.
But my thing is, man, you got to put, going all the way back to the beginning, you got to put the quarterback at the main position. It got to be. You can't fumble on the quarterback and then say, well, at least I got everything else right. Because the quarterback is the most important position, and you fumbled the bag on it. So everything else is going to fall.
That shit to all us, man. He even had Khalid Campbell talking about some. I know we got a good quarterback that's gonna. You know, I'm like, damn, he got this OG. This triple OG. He vouching for this man. He ain't never seen him play a game. Khalid saying it, Bates saying it. They parade Riddle because Arthur Smith probably showed him that bullshit footage from last year. He played them last 3-4 games. Like, this is what he's gonna bring to the table. And guess what, buddy? That ain't what the hell happened. You
and then, of course, they're professionals. Then, of course, they're professionals too.
And you think about it too, man.
I don't think you have to say the bullshit though. Like, to be a professional, I don't think you have to say you over here because of no quarterback or no specific player. Them guys literally said it was the quarterback. Like they
trying to say the right things. Trying to say the right things, and we already know.
And if you think about it, man, Ritter gave us a glimpse last year where he was.
He did. That little sample size.
4 games, and those 2 touchdowns was in the last game. He threw,
and that's why this last.
He threw about 5 or 6 interceptions, and we overlooked that because we were winning football games. But this season, he came in with the same type skill set, same type mentality, and guess what? In 14, 15 games, he only threw 12 touchdowns. Joe Flacco threw 13 in 5 games.
And that's why I say this last game against the Saints it's Arthur Smith's whole career in Atlanta the best. You have a good half. You have a good half. Yeah, but my thing is like this just the Falcons. You will have a good half, and then you will totally flop on the next half, and then you get the crime because another team is busting you up. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't like that goes to some of the Falcon fan bases too, man. Don't be you're not supposed to do that. Yes, you are. You're supposed to do that.
I'm sorry, bro. Oh man, bro, I play sports, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's a rule, man. When y'all up, let's just hit that knee, man. Up. Don't even take that last jump shot.
Hey, but think about it though. I wasn't mad because he helped us. Maybe that's off the break. You know, reading and say, well, we know if they don't respect us with him as coach.
Hey, exactly.
Did you read the article? Did you read the article before the game? Arthur Ian Rappaport put out saying that if Arthur Smith win the game, his job is safe. But if he loses, it'll be unclear.
To protect Arthur Smith's head coaching job, like I said, all the way up into the opening kick.
And it's not the Saints' job. It's not the Saints' job to baby Arthur Smith. You go out there and you shake that man's hand because I'm pretty sure, like if I was playing a game of Madden with a person, I'm not gonna be like, "Hey man, I'm gonna take a knee. I'm gonna try to score. I'm gonna try to score at the end." It's not my. That's not my problem to say, "Hey, protect this guy."
I ain't even tell you, I'm gonna hit the reset button.
Yeah, look at him. He said, "I'm gonna hit the reset button on you." Hey man, Desmond Ritter had 12 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, y'all.
It don't get no worse than that.
OJ Simpson, I think, ran for 250 yards in one game. And you know what they said? Hey, stop him if you mad. Stop him. Like, that's just reality. Don't start crying. Stop him. Get better.
Yep. But hopefully we get better, man. But
We got an off season ahead of us, y'all.
I know what's gonna get better. This podcast gonna get better because we're gonna keep welcoming our followers in each and every Sunday. Next year gonna be the same thing. So, like I always tell y'all, man, I always try to catch the vibe of the Falcon fans. And like I said, man, it has been a great season, a season of growth. Now, not for the Falcons, but for the fans.
But for the fans, right?
Without y'all and y'all pushing me to do content, pushing Chris to do content, pushing Alberto to do content, it would be no 95 North Sports Machine. But man, this has been a great season, and I can't thank y'all enough for tuning in. Again, I will be giving y'all draft coverage like I do every year. We probably will do another draft show this year. We did a 4-hour show last year. We had a blast. So this offseason is going to be important, like I said. Well, Arthur Smith likely is going as head coach, and if he's not, I'm gonna get on here and raise hell again. But
we be looking forward to hearing from you, Smitty. So what you gonna be doing after the season over with? You gonna be doing something once out the week or once a month?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna do draft. I'm gonna do draft profiles all off season. So do draft profiles. I might jump in and do a quick pop-up show. Who knows? But for sure, I will keep y'all posted. But I will keep y'all posted. And we setting up something big for our training camp. So if y'all can, please find time when you see the training camp schedule. We're gonna give y'all a day that we all gonna be there. We want y'all to come out and support us, man. Because last year, man, I got hella love from the Falcon fan base. I felt like a celebrity, man. I had signed autographs, taking pictures, got to meet, a lot of content creators. So I think 2024 is going to be our year. I said that last year, but I think they're going to take their time this season, go out and get that right coach. And I think they're going to let Terry Font know shot for the grocery once more. But I'm telling y'all, he's going to be on a tight leash next year. But I think if they let him do his job the right way, he will go out and find the coach that he wants, that he thinks can guide this team, and that's exactly what they need. But for my boy Chris and my boy Berto, this is 95 North Sports Machine, and we signed off for the final game of the regular season. We will see y'all this season. One more thing, go ahead.
I almost forgot. All right, so Smitty, pick a number between 1 to 8.
I like number 7.
Okay. Slim, pick a number between 1 through 8.
I'll go with 6.
Okay. You too,
CFN.
I was Slim. I would go 6, but give me 8.
Okay. So we got 6, 7, and 8. 6, 7, and 8, man. Let me see what I got here. 6, 7, and okay, there goes 7. Man, what we got here? That's 4. And that's 8. Okay, cool. What my 6? Oh, okay, there we go. Yeah, man. I just wanted to give a quick shout out to our winners on the giveaway real quick before we jump off of here. I got the real Terrence R. Let's see, we got Yuri ATL. Shout out to my homie. Shout out to the homie. And we also got MW, the Hall of Famer. So shout out to all 3 of those gentlemen right there, man, for winning this giveaway for the Falcons souvenir cups, man. I'm gonna definitely have to reach out to y'all, get y'all info so we can get those to you. Shout out to those guys right there and to everyone who participated in the giveaway, man. We definitely gonna do more of those as well as we continue to grow.
Facts.
Salute, man.
That's what I'm talking about. And see, that's what we all about, man. We all about our followers, man, because without y'all, there would be no us. But like I said, man, we're going to have a great off season. Y'all stay tuned because I will be dropping draft content. And like I said, I might get some of y'all followers to jump in. DA, you're going to be one of the guys I reach out to. So follow me on Twitter at FatBoySlam_21 right there on the screen. It's Antoine Smitty Smith on Facebook. And if y'all can find me on one of those websites, I will happily answer y'all questions during draft season and during free agency because I'm gonna be locked in for y'all, man. Trust me. But from like I said, from my boy Chris, my boy Berto, stay safe up there, my brother. The snow is hell.
Yes, sir.
CFN, thank you for following me all season. Slim, thank you for supporting me as well.
Professor Slim.
But we gonna holler at y'all later, man. We got to get out of here.
Yes, sir, man. Happy to y'all again, man. Good season, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
And
boy.
happy New Year to all as well again, too.
Yes, sir.
All right, y'all, boy.
All right.